Hi, this is Christa at the Secret Yarnery. Welcome to Crochet Podcast, episode 86. I think it is. It might be 85. It might be 87. I'm going with 86. And today I'm just popping in super quick to share with you what has been going on in the yarnery this week. Super excited. Not sure if you have seen all of it, but we have, oh, you haven't even seen this yet. You're gonna be seeing this. This is chain. Well, I did show you how to chain, but what's coming up, okay, let me start by telling you I have started a beginning how to crochet for beginners online classes for free. Basically, I am building systematically a playlist of how to crochet from the very beginning, what you need, holding your hook, holding your yarn, chaining, making a slip knot, all the way through per stitch. And as we learn a stitch, we are going to be making something. So you are going to be learning the technique, the stitch, but then also practicing it in something that is usable and practical in day-to-day life. So the next one that is coming up is this sweet little chain bracelet. So once all you need is basically a button. So I got this cute button from my button collection. Couldn't believe it. It's the same color as my yarn, and it has a little fake rhinestone in the middle, or something that used to be sparkly. So that you just wrap around your wrist as you see fit, and it can pretty much be any length. You can make it super long or just like this, but this little tutorial is gonna be coming out tomorrow, tomorrow's video, and then you just put a little, well, you just pop it on, and there's your cute little bracelet. Voila. Isn't that adorable? So little practical things to make as you're learning something. So if you know anybody who's been bugging you to teach them to crochet, just refer them over to that playlist. It is linked down below. And yeah, it's gonna walk them through step by step, and it'll be there in the future for them to go back and be like, oh right, this is where I am. And all the little videos are gonna be like in little sections. So one thing at a time, like sewing in your ends. Nobody told me how to sew in my ends. I learned the hard way with all my little ends wiggling out, all those little things. So changing color, all that. They're all going to be different individual videos in that playlist. We're also doing, those are my children, hooting and hollering out there. We're also going to be doing our crochet stitches, but into usable little coasters. So a little square, but they could be used as coasters, just so everything that you're learning, everything that you're doing can be practical in your life. So that is really fun. That's coming out. I filmed all the stitches this morning, and by this morning I mean it took like 7 hours. Like I filmed it, and you're like doing everything. Then I went to go transfer it to my computer, and my little disk said it was empty. There's nothing on it. I was like, oh God. Anyway, I had to refresh my screen, and then it was all there. So 50 gigabytes of how to do your basic stitches. Really excited about that. So there's pretty much going to be one video a day until you know how to crochet. And then at the end of those stitches, learning the 4 basic crochet stitches, we are going to be making, try to make sure it's the right way around. I think it's this way. This cute little number. So this is a little stitch sampler cowl. So going around and around in a spiral, so no joining or anything like that. And you just practice your stitches over and over and over again in whichever order you like. But I just did them in the same order over and again and again and again, and just working in a spiral. So no joining, no stepping up, and you just practice your, oh, look. Oh, that's cute as a button. I could make it bigger. I feel like I need luggage and a train. And some gloves. Oh, that's cute as a button. Okay, you can make it bigger. All right. So this tutorial is coming out after we have learned our stitches. So this is the first big project that you're going to be doing, and this is with one skein. So this is a one skein project. I used Favorite for mine, and I loved it. I still love it. I fell in love with Favorite all over again. Favorite is from Ice Yarns, but you can kind of just see the pattern repeat. So single crochet, double crochet, half double, treble, all the way up, and then we just joined row to row with marking our yarn. I'll show you how to do that. And then it's a little bit slopey here where we stop, and a little bit slopey at the bottom, but nothing noticeable when you're wearing it as a cowl, and so much easier than stepping up and learning all that. So one thing at a time. This is the Stitch Sampler Cowl coming out eventually. What else I have been working on? Where is it? Oh, I took it upstairs. It's in my bedroom now. My Centro 48 needle circular knitting machine, quote unquote. Super fun. I've really been enjoying it. My son got one for Christmas. My youngest, he's been into yarning, so I'm like, maybe he'll like one of those. And then I got one for myself because I figured I didn't want to be like, here's a gift, but really it's for me. Do you know what I mean? So he got one for Christmas and I got one for Christmas. My first project, they turned out like that. Yeah, it did get better eventually, but I'm telling you, not my best, not my most shining glory. I mean, what a hot mess is that? But still, it was fun to do. I'm not complaining about it. So I worked, I'm like, what to even do? So I started Googling it, and I just made a longer one. Well, I found out you're supposed to double it up. Like you make a big long tube and then you fold it in half. So I'm like, I'll do a tube. So I'll use 50 grams for the one side, and then I'll use 50 grams in another yarn for the other side. Problem is, it's a little big. I'm like, I don't know how many rastas you have to put this hat on, but that is just a huge, huge hat. Like, can you even see that? It's huge. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to call it a fail, but I'm definitely calling it a learning experience. So I'm like, okay, well, that's not appropriate. Plus, in half, if you just go 50 grams, it might not be exactly, you might not end on the same rotation, especially I was using Kenyan yarn. It's not like exact. So the edge of it, pretty messy. See, that's folded in half, and you can kind of see it. So I'm like, no, I need to do one color here. I need to do one color here, and I need to do one color for like a cuff. So either way I flip the cuff is gonna be all tucked in and look cute. So figured that one out with some Cakes DK. This is actually Mir's hat, made a little hat for Mir. So that one is great. And I do have a hair clip in, but I'm not taking it out. So this hat is super cute. I like it. And then no matter which way you flip it, your band, or which way you wear it, your band is cute. So, I mean, that's a pretty cute little hat. So that was one. Then I was like, you know what I should use? Magic Light. Right? Magic Light is great. I love this yarn so much. I hoard it. I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna donate to myself one skein of Magic Light in my favorite colorway. So I did Magic Light on one part plus the middle section. And then on the other part, I did Cakes DK, just so I wasn't like using all my Magic Light on one hat. But now if you flip it this way, look how cute this little hat is. See? That is like a cute little hat. I could take my hair clip out, but you can see how kind of cute it is, right? Super soft, super cute. I'm like, I could manage that. So now we're just hatting the whole world. Everybody has hats. Everybody has all colors of hats. There's hats everywhere. And my 8-year-old, he had a birthday. I'm like, is he 8? Is he 9? My 8-year-old is like rocking them out. So I get him started on it, and I'm doing the waist yarn technique. So I get him started on it, and then he cranks. He does all the hat work. So we have a lot of hat action going on. There's even more on that side. And then he's like, I want to make a scarf. So I'm like, okay. So he made a scarf in a tube so it doesn't roll or anything like that. He made a tube with 3 skeins, which was quite a lot of winding for him. He might not do it again. But 3 skeins in a tube, and then I just sewed the ends shut. I think it would look really cute with tassels or something, kind of like holding those edges down at the bottom. But that's a really cute scarf, and he's quite proud of it. So that was really fun. That is my circular knitting machine adventures. It did get better than my first one, right? So do you have a circular knitting machine, and have you made anything with one, or would you like to try one? I think the Centro is great. I think it's like a gateway machine. You're like, oh, it's kind of fun. Maybe I need the Addy. The Addy is supposed to be like a much better machine. It is 5 times the price. So I mean, I would expect it. It's kind of like the Stanwood yarn ball winder or a little one. You probably want to go for the good one. I would definitely recommend it if you had like an Etsy shop where you sell your crochet stuff, because you could like whip up hats all day long. Or if you were donating for a cause or doing like a hat challenge or scarves or something, I would definitely do it then. I have got a request to do panels and do a sweater tutorial, so I have started that just with my theory of 50 grams per panel. I don't know what size it's going to be when it's done, and I have done 1 panel, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more panels to go. 6 panels for a sweater, and then I think I'm just going to kind of crochet them together and crochet a collar and crochet, crochet finish, because I mean that'd be nice, it'd be cute. So I'm thinking of doing that, and if you're interested in seeing a tutorial, let me know. Last news of the week. Oh, is my hair just terrible or what? Probably. Last news of the week. All my patterns, if you've been over on secretyarnery.com, my written patterns are over there, and I'm revamping them, putting like the new thumbnail on it. I've done new thumbnails in last month, so kind of just updating the YouTube channel and website to just kind of be new for 2022. So those patterns are going to get redone, not the instruction part, but they will get redone in like links to the proper yarn color, yardage, more things like that inside, more detail I suppose, and more links to like the hook, a little disclaimer saying yes, you're welcome to sell whatever you have learned from me, just don't give the pattern to a friend, and don't share it, and don't sell it, and don't copy it. Do you know what I mean? Like, please use it, please make things from it, sell or give away whatever you make, but don't give the actual pattern to your friend. I would appreciate your friend's support as well. Do you know what I mean? So a little disclaimer on there just to kind of be clear about it. I know most other people have already been doing that, and I'm like, oh, that's fine, but I'm just trying to get everything in order. All my ducks, duck, all in order for 2022. I'm trying it anyway. Members, lots of questions about membership and how to join the channel. There is a link right there underneath the video where you can join the channel. Also, for my Silk members, we have a WhatsApp group, which is super happening. We have like 2 WhatsApp groups actually. One for crochet talk, if you'd be like, I'm crocheting this, look at this yarn, I did this. And then one for just like chat, like check out this awesome dinner or look at the view from where I'm getting my hair cut. P.S. Kim, classy haircut. She got the cutest haircut. She always had hair, I think she always had hair like me, kind of like, whatever hair, and then put up in a bun. That's what I call my hair, whatever hair. Anyway, she has super cute hair now. She's got a little pixie cut. I'm like, girl, looking so cute. So that's what happens over on our WhatsApp group. So those are all kind of things, but there's a link to check it out in the description box down below if you want some more information. If you have any ideas of what you think would be a great perk, then let me know in the comments down below. I am totally into optimizing it and busting out this 2022. So I think that's it for me today. Power's out. Not that you can tell with the glorious sunshine pouring in here. Power's been out all afternoon. Isn't that interesting? So I hope you're going to see this today. I have to still edit it and upload it. It's 5 o'clock already. Well, I guess we'll see about that. So if it is Wednesday and you're watching this, power came back. If it is Thursday, oops, then I guess you'll be seeing the bracelet tutorial instead. Anyway, have a super great day. Thanks so much for being a part of this community. So hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't before. I know there's like 60% of you who have not subscribed yet. So if it's one of you, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. And thanks so much for inviting me over. We'll see you in the next video, and stay hooked. Oh, we went for Burger King. We went to Burger King for lunch. It should be burgers. Good. They were so good. Okay, I only had one. So good. Mir had 4. That kid can eat 4 Whoppers now. I'm like, what happened to you? Wow. Anyway, I filmed all the stitches this morning. And by this morning, I mean it took like 7 hours. Like I filmed it, and you're like doing everything. And then I went to go and transfer it to my computer. Did I nail it? Did I nail it? I feel like I nailed it. I feel like I, rambled a bit too much, but I'm okay with it. I think. I was on WhatsApp, and I'm talking to Claire. Hi, Claire. Claire's in Australia. If you're in Australia, we have a lot of Australians, so don't be shy. Speak up, because we want to meet you too. Anyway,